welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about some makeup tips and tricks. Now I have put together a few tips and tricks to help you along when applying your makeup, because nothing is worse than when you have a full face of makeup completed, something happens. You hit yourself with mascara, your lipstick starts bleeding, your eyelashes won't stay curled. There is just an abundance of things that could happen that can mess up a look that you've worked so hard to create. Our first tip is a common thing that is asked, almost like which came first, the chicken or the egg? What do you do first, your eyes or your face? And there really is no wrong answer. Now, if you notice that the eyeshadow palette that you picked out is a little more powdery, I suggest you do your eyes first, because you will have some fallout, and depending on what type of colors you're using, that fallout could be definitely hard to remove once all the rest of your makeup is on. So the tip that I have for you is, if you do your foundation and everything first and then go into your eyeshadow, and you notice that your eyeshadow is a little more powdery than you'd like, take your beauty sponge, take your loose powder, dip your sponge in that loose powder and dab it under your eyes. Okay, so then you're going to have a nice thick powdery base right there. So when you go to do your eyeshadow makeup and you do notice that you have a little bit of fallout, you can take your brush and sweep that away later after your eyeshadow look is through. By sweeping that away, you get rid of all of that fallout, and underneath your makeup still looks beautiful and it will still last a long time. The next tip is, when doing your eyeshadow look, a lot of people have noticed that nice beautiful little line that some Instagram photos have, some advertisements, you see it everywhere in magazines and blah blah blah. It's like, how do they get that nice sharp line? Well, they use something like this, tape. And how you use it is, you take a little piece of tape and you apply it where you want that line. So we just put it there, and you apply your makeup, you remove it after, and you will have a nice beautiful sharp edge. You can also purchase fancy little tape that you can put under your eye, but regular Scotch tape works just fine. Another thing that people tend to have an issue with are eyelashes. Now, I wear false eyelashes. I've worn them for years. I'm going to keep wearing them. I like the way they look. My eyelashes, like so many other people, do not stay curled. So curling them does absolutely nothing. And I wear the false eyelashes because I do like how it gives my eyes a lifted look and a more full look. Now, if you are one of those people that are like me, who your eyelashes just don't stay curled, what I recommend is heating up your eyelash curler. Now, we do not put these in the microwave because it is metal and that will cause other issues that we aren't even going to get into right now. Do not put it in boiling water. It'll get way too hot. What I do is take my hair dryer and I hit it with the hot air just for a little while. I wait until it cools down because we do not want to burn our eyelids, and then I go in and I curl my eyelashes. Now, with doing this with the heat, it does let my eyelashes stay curled for a lot longer than if I don't do this little trick. So if you want your eyelashes to stay nice and curled, go ahead and try this trick and let me know how it worked for you in the comments below. Another thing that people get really upset about, and I can totally relate because this happens to me all the time, is my eyes will start to water right as I finish doing my eye makeup. And that is the worst thing that could possibly happen, because then of course everything starts melting and just kind of coming off your face, and that is, you just spent all this time making your eyes look beautiful just to have it start running. What I suggest for those of us that have, those of you that have watery eyes just like me, take a Q-tip, when your eyes start to water, go run this along your water line. What this Q-tip does is it soaks up all of that water, leaving your makeup looking beautiful. Trust me, I do this all the time. This is an awesome trick. Okay, we are on to the next tip and trick. Now this happens to all of us. We are putting on our mascara, it's looking great, and then we hit our eye with it, or we hit our cheek, or we hit some place where we didn't want the mascara to be. So what you do not go in there and start wiping it away, because that will mess up your makeup. It will smear. Wait until it is completely dry. Completely dry. So if it has to sit on your face for a few minutes, let it do that, and then just lightly brush it away. It will come off. Trust me, it will come off. Do not touch mascara when it is wet. It will make a bigger mess, and you'll end up having to redo your whole entire makeup look. Same thing with eyelash glue. So if you do wear false eyelashes and you're putting them on and they're not going the way you want them to, and you happen to just hit your eyelid with the wet glue, again, wait until it completely dries and then just rub it away. It will come off absolutely no problem, promise you. On to the next tip and trick. Now, for those of us that like to wear darker colored lipsticks, and we notice that when we do wear the darker colored lipsticks, they start to bleed around the creases of your lip. To prevent that from happening, use lip liner. So always start with a lip liner. That will help create a barrier around your lips so that the lipstick doesn't have a chance to bleed out. Now, if you get all of that done and you are still noticing that maybe you went a little too far on this side, or a little too, there's some makeup still coming out on this side, take a flat brush, dip it into some concealer, and then lightly line around your lips. This will create a barrier that the lipstick will not go through. Then you will have nice, clean, beautifully lined lips. You will love that trick. I have one more trick for the lips. If you notice that your lipstick is going on everything and everybody but staying on your lips, take a tissue, some loose powder, and a brush. Put the tissue over your lips, take the loose powder and just dab that over the tissue. It will help keep your lipstick staying put a lot longer, and it will help the lipstick from transferring onto a bunch of other things. One more tip, and it has to do with foundation. Now, if you have a foundation that is a little more fuller coverage or a thicker formula, and you want a lighter coverage formula, what I suggest is you can take your favorite foundation, you can add 1 to 2 drops of argan oil. This mixture will create a lovely light formula that will easily glide onto your skin and give you the result that you're looking for. So there you have it, some tips and tricks. Give them a try. Let me know how they worked out for you in the comments below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Remember to hit that subscribe button as well as the little bell to be notified of all of my future videos. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.